You guys love each other, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, that's sweet. That will go away. You cannot trust anybody ever.
Welcome to The Wall. In today's video, we'll see how women's hypergamy doesn't spare men. When a woman starts to achieve economic success, the first thing she wants to do is leave her husband. We'll look at her reasons for divorce and how, selfishly, she only thinks about her happiness. We want to invite you to smash that like button and help us reach 100,000 subscribers by the end of the year to get our first plaque. That's the only support we ask of you, man. Add your grain of sand to the movement and share your experience in the comments for any man who needs it. Without further introduction, let's begin.
Hey, one of the number one reasons why your relationships are failing. I think I'm qualified to talk about this because I got a divorce because of it, so oh well, live and learn, right? It's called communication. Part of it was that I was a 19-year-old kid that had no idea what she was doing. Here was the issue. I was so afraid of causing more issues by speaking up and saying what I actually wanted. So I just buried everything inside and expected him to know what I was thinking. And then when he didn't show up in the ways that I wanted, I would get upset and feel dissatisfied. I had this notion that if I said what I felt, that it would mess everything up. The ironic part is then I would say nothing, and instead, it messed me up. I can't say this enough. Say what you think and feel in the moment. If you're afraid that person is going to leave you because of something that you say, then you don't want to be with them anyway. If you cannot be authentic and be yourself and say what you think and feel, your relationship is going to fail.
Stop it. Get some help.
I have always believed that when a woman creates a channel to talk about why she got divorced and then becomes one of those unlicensed internet therapists, advising on what to do or when to divorce, it makes me think they didn't go through a real divorce. It was more of a business process. I acknowledge that women always want to capitalize on their losses, no matter the suffering of others. Why do you think women always use these stupid excuses when they divorce, like, my child can't grow up seeing his mother unhappy, my children can't see their parents fighting, or I can't live in an unhappy marriage? Because the only thing that matters to women is how they feel. The only happiness that matters is theirs. It doesn't matter if their children will live worse off, if their husband was doing things right, or how much money they'll lose. What matters to a woman is her own happiness, and then she claims she sacrifices for the family.
Y'all want to know the dirty details of why I got divorced. So let's talk about it. So here's what I'm going to say. I'm not going to tell you. I will be the first person to share anything about my life story. I truly believe that when we talk about those things, it can help somebody else that's going through the same thing. Here's the thing. This story isn't just mine. This involves my ex. I have too much respect for him. I'm not going to go into details airing out exactly what we had done wrong. But I will say this. What were some of the things that made me make my decision? I can share that. There's one thing in particular. My son said something to me, hit me. I knew my kids were not growing up seeing a healthy home relationship. We'd gone to therapy. We had really tried our best. Anybody can say, well, there's always more that you can do. Maybe. At the end of the day, I had to know that, is this the right thing for me and my family? And I truly felt like it was. It was part of our journey. That was part of our learning. In order to become our better, higher selves, we had to go through that situation. People can tell me I'm wrong all day long, and you are welcome to your opinion. Could I have stayed married and made it work? Maybe. Could I have done things different? Maybe. But I didn't. Where I'm at now and where he is at now is in a better place. Is it perfect? No. Was divorce hell? Absolutely. But I'm making these videos because I want people to know that there is light at the end of the tunnel, that you can absolutely have a happily ever after, even after divorce. So take that for what it's worth. Hope you have a great day. Mwah.
See what I told you? Women will always prioritize themselves first. Didn't you notice when she said, I have to make the best decision for me and my family? Why didn't she say it the other way around? Because what's important is how she feels about the situation, and then she uses the word family, so it doesn't seem like it was due to her selfish decisions. Another thing is therapy. Therapy doesn't work. Therapy only works in cases where the woman cheats on you and wants to go to therapy so you don't leave. She does this to temporarily calm her bad behavior, only to fail you again later. That's why you almost never see therapy work for a woman who wants to leave, because she's not willing to do her part. That's why she says the divorce was hell, because surely the man didn't want to destroy his marriage. Later, I will reveal the facts about why she made that decision.
How you know when it's time to get a divorce? Remember the feeling of trying to make this decision like it was yesterday. I remember sitting there, I was in my front room, and I was watching Mel Robbins on YouTube. And it was crazy because that day, her video that came out was, should I stay for my kids? I'm not saying that I took that video as like, oh, that was my answer, I'm supposed to get a divorce. No. That video made me realize that I was basing all of my decisions on staying out of fear. I knew in my heart that it was the right thing to do, but I was terrified. I was afraid of losing friends. I was afraid of losing my ex-husband's family, losing his friendship. I was afraid of how I was going to provide for my kids. I was going to affect them, how I was going to hurt them. I was afraid of meeting somebody ever again. I was afraid of being alone. I was afraid of letting go of what was making me secure. The truth is, no one can ever tell you if it's the right time for you to get a divorce. That decision comes from you and knowing in your heart what is right. That's not to say that the decision wasn't hard and it didn't hurt like hell, because it did. No matter what you do, it's gonna be hard. Whether you stay and work on your marriage, that's hard. Or you leave and you get a divorce and you have to start over, that's hard. You choose your hard. Trust yourself and make the decision out of love and not fear, and you'll do the right thing. You're gonna be okay. And I believe in you. You got this. You can do hard things. Have a great day.
Cocaine's a hell of a drug.
You always hear the saying, a mother does everything for her children. That's a lie. A father does everything for his children. A father doesn't ask for a divorce no matter how bad the relationship is. He looks for ways to keep it functional. Take the example of Mel Robbins. In her book, Mel Robbins describes how she and her husband used the 5-second technique to help them. She then describes how he supports her career and how she becomes a speaker and all that. But that man forgot something fundamental about women. When a woman makes more money than a man, she feels empowered and believes she doesn't need any man. Another thing is when a man earns less than a woman, she loses respect for him. So another thing is that a man cannot complain or say anything to a successful woman. For example, she's never home to be with me, and we hardly ever spend time together. A successful woman sees this as you trying to eclipse her success, being dead weight on her path to fulfilling her dreams. That's why you see that successful women are always single. That's why she ended it. A woman's hypergamy doesn't forgive. This woman did the same thing, and you'll see it in the next video.
I went from making $30,000 to $50,000 a month to that dropping to about $1,500 a month. To understand my miracle, you first have to understand my fall. About 8 years ago, I started a family YouTube channel that ended up growing crazy amounts and has grown to almost 2 million subscribers. I made videos with my kids, and to get paid to be a stay-at-home mom and play with my kids was the best job in the entire world. When it was at its peak, we were making upwards of $30,000 to $50,000 a month. And then about 5 years ago, everything changed. My personal life started spiraling out of control. I got a divorce. My ex-husband at the time unknowingly clicked on a link in an email that ended up losing our channel. Somebody took our channel, hacked it, deleted it, started sending our ad money to their bank account. And I don't know if you guys know this, but it is very, very hard to get a hold of anybody on YouTube. They give you an account manager, but that account manager does nothing. I haven't talked to my account manager in probably 2 years. Unless you're in the top tier of YouTube, they really don't give a shit about you. So here I am, newly divorced, and I'm a month and a half into having zero income coming from that channel and having no way of getting my channel back. Luckily, I had some very, very amazing people that are at the top of YouTube that saw a plea of mine on a Facebook group that I was in, and one person in particular offered to help. I won't say his name for privacy reasons. I don't know if he would want me to tell his side of the story, but he runs huge YouTube channels with his family. He is very well known in the YouTube community and one of the kindest people I have ever met. I was able to talk to his people at the head of YouTube and get my channel back, and it ended up being this scam that was like this brand new thing that nobody had ever seen before, and our channel was like one of the first ones that it happened to. So awesome. I finally get my channel back, everything's restored, everything looks good, but now the algorithm is not reading any of my videos. Our videos went from getting millions of views to getting a few thousand. And then the kicker, the FTC decides that they want to come out with a law called COPPA. You can look it up if you want to know what that's all about. In a nutshell, anybody that has children in their videos or makes content for children, your ad revenue went from this to this. So not only am I getting no views, I'm getting paid pennies for those views. But me, I'm a fixer. And I'm like, it's fine. I'm gonna build something else. I'm gonna do something else. I can make this work. My kids just wanna do YouTube because they have fun with it anyway, so it doesn't even matter. I've got savings, we're fine. I decided, you know what, it's better if I don't have all my eggs in one basket anyway. I'm gonna start trying to build my own social platforms. Diversify, be able to still do that with my kids, get paid the little that I can from YouTube, but still try to get brand deals and different stuff on my Instagram. I even started doing consulting for businesses on how to grow their YouTube channels. Just trying to do anything with the knowledge that I had to make money. You guys, I even started gaming.
Did you hear? She had a stable marriage as long as she was making money. She was probably one of those typical traditional women making videos with her kids. But when her husband made a mistake, what did the woman do? She left him. I'm sure there was a fight where she said, "Because of you, I'm not making my money." This is why I said a woman will never put anything above her feelings. A woman always prioritizes herself first. Seeing how desperate she was to get that money back, of course, she would sacrifice her family in the process. That's why she changed her business strategy. For example, talking about divorce to spread misery around the world. We need money, so why not ruin other marriages in the process? The other thing is, thanks to a law called COPPA, she can't continue to exploit her children financially. Of course, kids love the idea of spending time with their mother. Since she shares custody with the father, when the mother has the kids, all she does is put them in videos to make money. How selfish is this woman? But let's continue.
To make money. You guys, I even started gaming. Like I played video games on Twitch for a minute, and then that turned into music, and that was amazing. That was a whole nother journey that I am so grateful for and I loved, but I was literally doing anything I could to make money. And every day I watched my income go like this. And every day I watched my bank accounts go like this. It is a different kind of fear being on your own and knowing that you have to support your children. I had put so much time and effort into this thing. To have it fail was crushing. But again, I'm an optimist, so I'm like, it's fine. I'll just build something new. Started making content on TikTok, Instagram, and have grown an amazing following on those platforms. And for a little bit, things started looking up. I started getting brand deals again. I started making a little bit more money through those avenues. And then all of a sudden, it just kind of stopped. I stopped gaining traction on TikTok. My videos weren't doing as well. I stopped gaining traction on Instagram. In fact, I started losing thousands of followers on Instagram and had no idea why. And it's really hard to get brands to want to work with you when your videos aren't doing well. Shocker. On top of this, one of my dreams had always been to have an online business where I could sell merchandise, where I could sell products that would have funny, fun things on them that would just bring people joy. This process of building that has taken a really long time. And this video is already really long, but literally everything that could go wrong has gone wrong. So now to my miracle. I am getting really, really close to launching this website, this small little business that I'm going to try. And let me just say, I don't have a freaking clue what I am doing, but I'm really excited about it because these are products that I just want people to be able to laugh and to smile with. Then yesterday, for whatever reason, one of the videos, our old videos on our family channel, just took off. I mean, within 24 hours, it is getting 1 million views. No rhyme or reason, haven't done anything different, just decided to pop off. The YouTube world is a really, really hard one because it not only takes a lot of perseverance and dedication, but it also takes luck. I'd gotten lucky once 8 years ago, and I didn't know if that was ever going to happen again. And I got lucky again. And most people don't ever get that once, and I am so incredibly grateful for that. I'm I'm not out of the woods yet. I don't know what that means. I don't know if I'm going to be able to build onto it. I'm hoping that I can do that because I did it once, so I'm going to do it again. But it came at a time where I'm almost ready to launch this website, and I cannot wait to share it with people. So if you've listened to this whole long saga, I have no idea if this business is going to be a complete awesome success or a total epic failure. For the first time in a long time, I have hope. I have hope that it's going to be all right. Finally doing what I love again, and that's bringing joy and light and happiness and laughter to anyone and everyone in the world. I wanted to share that with you guys today because social media paints everything as roses and perfect, and it's not. My life is not perfect. That is why I wanted to say, never give up. Keep trying, keep working, keep doing things and trying things. If something doesn't work, pivot. Don't give up. I'm finally excited for what the future holds, so stay tuned.
Did you hear her mention her family at any point? She only talks about how much she wants to get her money back. That's why there's a famous saying, "My husband's money is my money, but my money is my money." A woman, for her own success, will even sacrifice her family. That's why I just laugh when they say a woman gives everything for her children. That's a fallacy. A woman gives everything for her own feelings. First, she ruins her marriage because her husband lost his channel, a mistake she didn't forgive. Second, she uses her kids as a means of production. Third, she makes all kinds of content, constantly searching for a way to recreate her success. What does that tell us? That no matter what she has to sacrifice along the way, she will do it. Now you understand why she's following in Mel Robbins' footsteps, because apart from the failure part, it's the same path she took, leaving her family to seek her personal success. On the wedding day, only one person marries for love, and that's the man. The woman marries for a lifestyle, and as soon as she loses that lifestyle, she leaves the man. A woman's hypergamy doesn't forgive. We've reached the end of the video, but before we go, the questions are for you. Looking at this story, what do you think was the real reason she left him? Has a woman ever asked you for a divorce? What was her reason for doing so? If you enjoyed the video, make sure to give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell. Your support means the world to us and motivates us to create more content. Stay tuned for the next exciting video from the wall.